Hello, lovely people. How is everyone doing? I'm your host, Lou, and welcome to Thoughts and Convergaytions. It's been a long time. It's been a long road. Boom, chicka, boom, 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 chicka, boom, boom. Star Trek, if you didn't know. I think it's Enterprise. Star Trek Enterprise. If you didn't, I'm gonna stop talking now. Anyways, welcome or welcome back. I hope you're all having a lovely day, morning, evening, whatever. Yeah, so basically, it's been a very long time since I've done a podcast. I actually recorded a podcast, like halfway in between the time that I last posted one and the time that I'm making this one, which is August 24th. So hopefully I'll have this episode up soon. But yeah, I actually recorded a podcast like maybe 2 weeks ago. And I ended up hating it because I was in a really sour mood. So, yeah. But yeah, I have so many things to go over in this video. I have a lot. My iPad is over there. I was going to use like bullet points to do part of this video because I'm sort of gonna review Red, White, and Royal Blue because obviously that's come out. It came out like a while ago. What was it? Was it I think it was the 11th that it came out. But yeah. Yeah. So that's great. But yeah, I'm gonna catch up first. Let's catch up, you guys. Let's catch up. Get it? 'Cause like the condiment. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I want to invite a special guest. Peanut Harry. I'm gonna rest him right on my knee here, and he'll just sort of peek up the whole episode. I'm just gonna, he'll actually, yeah. Oh boy, yeah, go off, king. Honestly, I didn't mean that way. Okay, this is a great start, you guys. This is a great start. I'm gonna have Peanut Harry here, PH, but there's already PHH, but whatever. Can you even, there we go. He'll just be kind of my co-host. He's my co-host today. But yeah, anyways, we're doing the gay agenda here, okay? This is perfect for the review. And you know what? I looked decent today, so this is also a perfect time to do a podcast because I always look not decent when I do a podcast. So you know what? We should just try something new. But yeah, anyways. So anyways, I'm gonna catch up here. So, do you have anything to say, Peanut Harry? I think that's a solid no. Yeah. So, a lot has happened. I went on a trip to visit somewhere that I'm planning on moving, and also to see my best friend of like 3 years that we've actually never met in person. Well, now we have. It was crazy. It was amazing, and I kind of want to cry just thinking about it. But yeah, I I really like it down there, so I'm planning on moving down there in like October. It's very different from where I live now, but also very similar, so I kind of like both aspects. But yeah, so there's that. And then what else? I chopped my hair off. If you couldn't tell already, I chopped it off. I was finally sick and tired of having long hair. I'm glad I grew it out because I've been wanting long hair for a while. I haven't had long hair in years, so it was nice to have long hair. But I also forgot how much I hated having long hair. So now it's gone. And I actually styled it today, so it looks decent. I also cut it today even more because I cut some more layers in it because there wasn't enough layers. It was a little too flat for me. So yeah. I also got a new tattoo. It's of Wizard of Oz. And I got it matching with my dad. And yeah. Good stuff. It's really crusty right now, so it looks like trash, but we're not going to talk about it. But yeah, what else? My hair? I literally was just complimenting my hair, and I jinxed it, because now it's going to be really annoying. But yeah, what else? I think that's it. I hate my job. I want to quit my job so bad. I hate it. It's like the worst season right now. It's like, you know, the end of the summer, and it's when all of the tourists are coming here, and I want to cry. I just want to cry, you know? I hate my job. But you know what? I only have like a month left there, so, you know? Oh well. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna start with the red, white, and royal blue review now. Unless you have anything to say, Peanut Harold, do you have that's a no. So yeah, we're gonna start now. I'm really sorry. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, so red, white, and royal blue review. Here we go. I hated the movie. I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually really surprised. I was really shocked when I heard that red, white, and royal blue had a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. Very shocked. I am very shocked. Did you hear that gulp that I did? That's how shocked I am. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the movie. I'm actually really disappointed in it because it's not that I got my hopes up, because I knew just from the trailer and like the posts that they were doing on Instagram and stuff like that, like the promotion, not really because they're on strike, but you know, as much promotion as they could get. I could tell that it wasn't going to be like the book, which I already knew that because no movie is like the book. The only movie that I have ever watched that is almost exactly like the book is Coraline, which I just finished reading, which you should definitely read Coraline. It is an intense book, but it's so good. Like, I grew up watching Coraline, and it was so weird because, like, I was never scared of it. Yeah, I hate, like, anything, like, remotely scary. Like, I watched a 15-second advertisement when, like, The Ring was coming out, and I watched a 15-second ad on YouTube, and I could not sleep for 2 days. So I don't know how I was able to watch Coraline and just be like, oh yeah, I'm fine. It makes no sense, but whatever. But yeah, I love the book. The book is amazing. It's so good. You should read it. But yeah, there's a sock next to me. Tastes like strawberries. Okay, anyways. But yeah, the book, going back to red, white, and royal blue now. You know what's so funny is that I can't say it fast. Red, white, and royal blue. Like, it just sounds like I'm going like, my brain just can't handle that. I have to say it slowly, like red, white, and royal blue. Like I can say red, white, and blue perfectly fine, but that sounds wrong. Like anytime I am going to say red, white, and blue, it's missing a word. Red, white, and royal blue. That actually sounded normal. I'm very proud of myself. That was probably really loud, I'm sorry. But anyways, red, white, and royal blue. An amazing book. I love the book. I've loved the book. I think I first read it in the beginning of 2022. I can't remember when, but I remember they were talking about starting to make the movie, and I was like seeing posts on Instagram where they were like, you know, relating red, white, and royal blue to young royals. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I like young royals, so I'll read the book. So that was like the first book that I ever bought on my own, like with my own money, just like without reading it. Because like all the books that I own are either ones that I've stolen from my school. Don't tell anyone. Do not tell anyone, okay? Ones that I have gotten as like gotten. That's a word, but I feel like I used it wrong. Ones that I've had gifted to me. Ones that I've bought after I've read them, and like that's it. So Red, White, and Royal Blue was the first book that I ever bought with my own money without reading it, without having like any context of it. Like I read the book, you know, like the summary of it on Amazon, and I was like, okay, I'll read it. And I was like not expecting to get obsessed with this, okay? I was literally just reading it as like another book. But I can't ever do anything normally, okay? I can't like anything normally. It's impossible for me. I mean, like I read a book about like the 70s once, and now look at me. It's my whole personality. That was a really weird noise. I'm so sorry. Anyways, I'm getting really bad cold chills right now. Okay, wait, hang on. Okay. So it turns out I had to go to the bathroom really bad. So, just if you wanted to know. Anyways, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Red, white, and royal blue. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, my hair, I feel like my hair got fluffier somehow. Anyways, I'm sorry. Anyways, I am tired. That's what I am. But yeah, I really got into Red, White, and Royal Blue. Like, I was not expecting myself to at all. I thought it was just another book that I was going to read, but it became a really big thing for me. And I've read it multiple times. I forced my friend, Candace, I forced her to read it. She was honestly, you're welcome, Candace, because she was not that interested in reading it in the beginning. Like, she was like, okay, but like, it took a minute. It took a minute. And then I got her obsessed with it, so you're welcome. But yeah, I just love the book. I love the book so much. And then watching the movie, it has destroyed me. It not only is it not like the book, but also it's just like, I don't want this to be like, you know, like a mean review where it's like, bah, 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 you know, like saying nothing good, as in like nothing like constructive. But also, I mean, I have no right to give them like constructive criticism or anything like that because I'm not an actor. I probably never will be because I would be horrible at it. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of bad acting. It was really awkward at some points. Like there were some parts where it was like, okay, this is actually really good acting. Like they did really well in this scene. But the scenes last like 2 minutes at most, maybe 4 minutes if you're lucky. They go by really quickly and you just can't keep up. Like if I was someone, like even watching it as someone who's read the book, I was like, what's happening? Where am I right now? How did we get here so soon? Like what? How'd we get here so soon? Sorry. I'm not sorry. But anyways, I don't know. It was really weird. Like I can't imagine someone watching it for the first time and then like, you know, not having the context behind it. Like I feel like people would just be really confused because it just went so fast. But yet again, I'm saying this and it has a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. So like obviously, like when I watched it, I had like these feelings. I've only watched it once because but I've seen different scenes like being posted on Instagram or like YouTube or something like that, and like I'll watch them and I'm like, okay, so my first reaction was my genuine reaction because it's still not good. And like when they posted the Cornetto's deleted scene, it was actually pretty good. They changed it a little bit, but not surprising. But it was actually decent. And decent writing. And like, you know, at the end when you know, Taylor playing Alex is like shoving the ice cream in his mouth and like talking with his mouth full, that's literally Alex. So they did really good with that. So like that's the potential they could have, but obviously they did not get enough scenes like that. So it was probably the director maybe. But like that's another thing, is that the author was working on this too. Like they were like a huge part of this. Yet like it's not good. It's really disappointing. And I'm really upset about it. But yeah, it was really fast paced. There was a lot of awkward scenes. There was a lot of like trying to be funny, but like trying too hard, and like millennial humor. And this isn't like something to roast millennials. I'm not saying that at all. It's just like a lot of millennial writers are like, oh, we can appeal to Gen Z. Yeah, let me say funny stuff. This is good. This is gold here. It's not. Like, yeah, no, I'm just remembering some scenes and it's like, it's giving me bad goosebumps. It's just so bad. It was like some parts were just, most of it was just really cringy. That's what it was. A lot of parts were really cringy. Like the humor was just not great. And it's so weird because the book is so naturally funny. Like I could literally cackle at some parts of the book, but like watching the movie, it's like, what have they done? It's like, it's not good. And again, I don't understand because Casey was working on the movie the whole time. What happened? And I know there's like a 3-hour like director's cut, whatever. So maybe that would make the movie better, but even that, like, I guess it would drag it out longer and go into more details with things, which would be great. But like, at the same time, it's just the acting. It's not good. Maybe it's the script. Maybe they just weren't committed completely to this. But, like, I don't know. And Henry's hair. Henry's hair. There were 3 different looks to Henry's hair, okay? There was a wig. There was an obvious wig in some parts. Like, really. And I don't know if it's just me and, like, you know, like, I don't want to say this because that's going to be cringy and, like, be like, well, I actually went to cosmetology school. I'm a beauty school dropout, okay? I went to 1 year of cosmetology. So I guess I could use that as an excuse for being so picky with things. But at the same time, obvious wig in some parts. Like, I was talking about this with Candace, and she was like, oh, I didn't even realize that. And I was like, okay. So now I'm going to have to show a bunch of people with different screenshots of different things and be like, which one's a wig? What do you see here? Please tell me so that I'm not going crazy, you know? But yeah, one was definitely a wig in a couple different scenes. Other parts, his hair was like yellow, golden, not even. Like, if you were to just do 1 round of bleach on brown hair and be like, yep, that's good. With like the roots grown out, so you could obviously tell that he wasn't naturally blonde. And then there were other scenes where his hair actually looked good, and it was like, okay, this is actually blonde, this is blonde, and there's nothing else, it's just blonde. It was so weird. There was no consistency with his hair. And I mean, Alex's hair, like, it went from being short to long, which I guess that makes sense because it goes over a long period of time in the movie. It goes over like a year, I think, about ish 9 months to a year. So that makes sense. But Henry's hair doesn't, because his hair is just naturally blonde, so there shouldn't be any brown, like dark brown roots coming in, or a wig. But whatever, I'm just being picky there. I'm being really picky there. But like the whole, like, normally I would blur this out, but I don't really care. The whole, like, the sex scene, I don't even know why I would blur that out anyway. It's a natural thing. Ignore me. But the sex scene, like the actual one, not actual one, but you know what I mean, like where Henry said something like, we should make love, or I want to make love to you, but in the most like straight face, like deadpan sort of way. And it was like, and that whole scene was so bad. I was probably covering my eyes for half of it because it was so bad. It's giving me goosebumps right now just talking about it. And not the good ones, the cringe ones, because oh my god, it was bad. And I wasn't the only one that thought that. Candace also thought this. I mean, she also didn't like the movie either, but she liked it more than I do. But like, it's so weird because we were talking about it and we're like, this movie has so many like good reviews and everyone is saying such amazing things, so they're either lying to themselves and just posting saying that it's good because they want to be nice, or they genuinely just like it. Which, how? And like, it's just so crazy. Honestly, I don't understand how anyone can like it. Anyone can cook. But yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's really bad. And B, the other characters. Don't even get me started with the other characters. B is not at all what I imagined, and also she's not even remotely close to what Casey had described her as in the book. Like, she's supposed to have, I think it was either brown or blonde hair, and it was I can't remember if it was supposed to be long or short. I think it was like, I can't remember off the top of my head, but like it wasn't bright red. It wasn't red. And also B was supposed to be a lot shorter than both of them, and that's another thing, the height difference. But again, that's like little details that like aren't, I'm being picky with that, so I'm not going to go into that. But Pez, what did they do to my boy Pez here? First of all, they never even called him Pez. They called him Percy the whole movie. And also, he was in maybe 2 scenes. And he never really spoke that much. I think his one line was asking Nora if, like, saying, like, that he wanted to get her the finest drink in this establishment. And I'm surprised I even remember that. But that is pretty much the only line that he has. And then Nora is a little bit more, but it's also not Nora. Like, Nora's supposed to be this super genius, and they don't show that at all. Like, that's like a big part of, like, her character, is she's a super genius, and, like, all she talks about is, like, percentages of things. And they never had that. Like, it was just a completely different person. It wasn't Nora. And then June? Where was June? And then that random guy? I can't even remember his name because he was so irrelevant. Like, what even was that? Also, they didn't even have Alex's, like, bi awakening. Like, he already kind of knew. And he was like, whatever. I guess I'm bi. Like, what? What? Like, he was supposed to have this whole, like, queer awakening. And it was supposed to, like, that was a huge part of the book. I loved that part because it was so real. Where he was literally asking other people, being like, do you think I'm gay? Like, I don't know what's going on here, you know? Like, he's so real for that. But no, he never had that. It was just, oh, well, guess I am. That's like a huge part of Alex's character, is like being like, oh, I guess I am. And like that being a huge part because he was like, oh, scary. No, it never happened. And they never really put any of Henry's mental health in it. Like, they referenced trauma with his dad dying, but that's it. They didn't have anything. Nothing. It hurts my soul. It really, really hurts my soul. But whatever, it's fine. But yeah, and Ellen, Uma Thurman. I'm sorry. What was that? Oh my god. Because that was not Ellen. That is not at all how I imagined Ellen, first of all. But also, Uma Thurman's southern accent is really just offensive. I'm not gonna lie. The way that she said urge, like anytime I saw the trailer and I heard her say urge, that's not what was that? I'm so sorry, Uma Thurman. You're probably an amazing actor. I don't know. I don't think I've ever watched anything with you in it. But you're probably an amazing actor. But what was that? Oh my god. And like some parts were fine when she was just like talking normally. But like whenever she was trying to really like get into the emotion, it was like overdoing it. Like, I've heard some thick southern accents. But that was just offensive. It was offensive. Also, I'm a little upset that Alex didn't have like at least a little bit of a southern accent. Also, Ellen and Oscar being together. What? 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 That's another thing, but not that big of an issue, but also kind of, because that's the whole thing with Alex too, is struggling with divorced parents and having to deal with that and like the drama and stuff. But like Ellen and Oscar never even interact in this book, and they're supposed to be married to each other. I don't know, man. But yeah, so I just don't like the movie. I just don't like it. I don't know, there's something off about it. Something in the way. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's my review. It was really weird. And I mean, going into music too, I don't even remember a single song that was in the movie, because I think they only made songs for the movie. They did play Get Low though. I was very happy about that. I'm glad that they like had that in there at least. But yeah, it was really, really disappointing. They didn't have a single Taylor Swift song. Like, Amazon did so much Taylor Swift in The Summer I Turned Pretty. Like, why couldn't they just spare one song for Red, White, and Royal Blue? Like, London Boy would be perfect. And like, I mean, I know I Can See You, like, you know, Speak Now, Taylor's version came out like not long before the movie, but I Can See You is literally made for Alex and Henry, so having that in the movie would have made it amazing. Honestly, it would have made me change my mind. the whole movie. Baby, if you say you want me to drive to KFC. I love chicken. Anyways, yeah, I was really disappointed in pretty much everything about this movie. And they didn't even have your song in it. I literally angry cried at that, because like that one scene, because I thought they were gonna play it at the museum. They didn't. And I was like, you're gonna play Elvis Presley over Elton John? You really just did that. Not to be a hater of Elvis Presley, but I'm a little bit of a hater. Now I'm a hater, because what the heck? Your song is... And then, like, it just hurts my soul. Oh god, it hurts. But like, when they were playing the piano, I really genuinely thought that was when they were going to play your song, and they didn't. And I had a video, I don't have it anymore, but I had a video of me literally like reacting to this and angry crying, because I was just so upset that they ruined the book for me. They didn't ruin the book, that's dramatic, but they just ruined it. Ruined everything. Like, the movie was so bad. It was really bad, okay? I'm not gonna hold back anymore. The cold never bothered me anyway. It was just really bad. And I'm sorry. I mean, but I guess that's what we get for casting two actors, two of the main characters, being from The Kissing Booth and Purple Hearts. I don't know. It could be. And I mean, they definitely have potential to again, there were some scenes that were actually like really good, and I was even getting teary-eyed, and I was like, oh my god, finally it's getting good. No. But like, yeah, I was really sad. Yeah. They did really well with Zara, though. I think Zara saved the movie, at least a little bit for me, and the turkeys. Not even the main characters. They were in one single scene for like 2 seconds, and they saved the movie. But yeah, Zara was really good. Zara was perfect. That's like just how I imagined Zara. The person who played Zara, thank you so much. I love you. You're amazing. But yeah, I have nothing else to say about that. I'm really sad. that's pretty much all I have to say. But yeah, yeah, no. The podcast that I made and like deleted before this, I was really getting into it, but I was just being really just, I don't even know. You're welcome. I don't even know. Like, I was being just really negative the whole video. So I didn't want to be like that. I'm at least still feeling a little positive through this. I'm just a little upset about the movie, but I still love the book. I love Casey. I'm actually just starting One Last Stop. I'm very excited about it because I don't really read. I don't think I've really ever read a sapphic book before, which I'm really surprised by because I'm a raging lesbian. But you know what? Whatever. It's fine. First time's a charm. Am I right? I'm gonna go cry now. Actually, yeah. Pretend I didn't do that. I actually don't. Yeah. No. I'm so sorry. Anyways, yeah, no, I'm really excited to read this book. I'm actually gonna keep, oh my god, words will be just words. I should have like a counter for how many times I've referenced like any song. It's all I do in my life. I have too many songs in my brain. That's all I remember. That's all I can remember. How can I forget someone who gave me so much to remember? I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Here, go back. There you go. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, I'm really excited to read it. Yeah. I've been trying to read more lately because like I feel like I don't read enough anymore. I went through like a phase for like probably like at least a year of like, or like there was one point where I was reading over like a few months and I was just non-stop reading. Like it didn't matter if it was an online book or AO3 fan fiction. Can you blame me? It's kind of fire. Listen, AO3 Wattpad. It's not even on the screen because it's that bad. I actually used to be an avid Wattpad reader. Like I only ever read Wattpad because I didn't know that AO3 existed, but then when I figured out that AO3 existed, I didn't want it because I didn't want to sign up for something and like it looked really confusing to me. I was just being lazy, basically, because it's not that confusing. But yeah, I only ever used to read Wattpad fanfics, which is really disappointing. Like, why would I ever do that? The Wattpad fanfics that I would read were just so bad. They were really bad. But I have leveled up, okay, by like 100,000 million. Is that a number? I don't know. There's like an infinite amount of numbers. Ooh, knee. What am I talking about? I don't know. Basically, AO3 is amazing. I love AO3. But yeah, I would only ever read like, you know, physical books, online books on AO3 and like just anything. I would just do it one right after the other, like nonstop. And then all of a sudden I just like crashed with reading books. I was like, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. Yeah. And then I just stopped reading. And that lasted a very long time. Like, I think I stopped reading like towards the middle of I stopped reading probably towards like November, December. It was probably around December or January that I was like, I'm done. I can't read anything. And yeah, I went through a really long like phase of just not reading, like not even going on AO3 to read anything because I just couldn't. But yeah, and then all of a sudden I was like, you know what, I'm gonna force myself to read. That was also because I bought 3 new books. so I was like, I need to read. And I also reorganized my bookshelf, which I still can't tell if I hate it or not, because it was in rainbow order before and now it's not. I was trying to do it with like, you know, by author. I just don't like it, but whatever. But yeah, I reread Red, White, and Royal Blue. Say that 10 times fast. Reread Red, White, Royal Blue. Reread Red, Red, Red. Nope. Can't even do it 2 times. But yeah, I have a burp stuck in my throat. There we go. Okay. Anyways, I didn't have to, but I reread Red, White, and Royal Blue because the movie was coming out. So I had to reread it before I watched the movie so that I could, you know, remember everything and then write down notes for things that I wanted, which you saw in the previous podcast, which obviously didn't work out for me. But yeah. And then this shirt is going a little too high. And then I read Coraline. And now I'm reading One Last Stop. Which every single time I think of saying it, I want to say One Last Step for some reason. But it's One Last Stop. But yeah, I'm really excited to read it. I really want to get into reading more sapphic books, because I have so many books that I've read where it's like, it's either a straight couple or like a gay couple, but I want a sapphic couple. Why can't I just have a sapphic couple? Yeah, no. One of these days, I should really do a podcast where it's just showing my book collection and then telling you what I've actually read. Because it's probably like a third of my book collection. I don't even have that big of a collection. Like, this is my bookshelf right here, and it's this and this part that are filled with books. And this part isn't even completely filled. And most of this one is, I think, like Minecraft books and YouTuber books. So that's great. But yeah, maybe one of these days for like a podcast episode, I'll do like a book thing. Oh my god, look at my roots. I really need to dye my hair again. But yeah, I'll do a book collection thing. I should also do a record collection too, because I have so many records. I have records here, and it takes up about half of that little section, which, I mean, I know a lot of people have like hundreds of records, but I'm happy with my like 60 records. So yeah, I think I specifically have 61 records. So, not to flex, I've wasted all of my money on these records. but it's fine. But yeah, anyways, I really should probably go to bed. I hope everyone has an amazing morning, day, night, whatever time of day, night, morning it is. Yeah, I hope you guys are all amazing, and I love you, you lovely people. You're amazing. Love you. Do you have any last words, comments? Peanut Harry? PH? PhD? pH acid alkaline? Those are some wise words right there. All right. I hope everyone has an amazing life. I love you all. Like and subscribe. And I can't do it. Like and subscribe. And comment down below what you want to see and stuff. Bye.